sister, three nieces, and a nephew that stay on the South End. And they went to a school out in the South End too, actually Mary Franklin and South High School. I'm an environment of my community, so being involved in the South Side actually makes me feel better, and it makes people feel better around me that actually see me grew up on the South End. Now, I had difficulty with reading, and it was very challenging, man. I would go to a class that would help me with my reading, but was very shy and very afraid of going to that class because I thought people would make fun of me. But as I sat down and I focused, I really became real good at reading and reading out loud. That was one of my strong points as I increased in my education. That was one of my strong points. I'm really big with mind over matter, and whatever obstacles or things that's going on in your life, if you focus and you bite down on it, I think you can achieve and get through it. That's absolutely my thing, man. It's mind over matter. Do some meditation. As I got older, I like to meditate to actually put my thoughts in focus. My meditation deals with just isolation, silence, open mind, and a little bit of yoga when I meditate. When I meditate, I get in some type of yoga pose and actually do it in that way. Pertaining to self, I would say, you have to dive in yourself to actually know what would be better for you when you have isolation time. This is all I have is self, and I try to take care of it as much as I can. But the tool is self. I mean, as long as if you can find self, you can overcome anything, man. And that is very big, man. That's from my mother instilling that in me, and that's from myself just experiencing things. Well, living on the South Side has always been wonderful for me. Being communal, when I grew up on the South Side, it was very communal. I lived right down the street from a dentist, Dr. McCoy, who stayed, his office was right on Livingston and Oakwood. And I stayed down the street from the janitor, custodian, so it was very diverse. From a pastor to a prisoner, I was involved in, so my outlook on people and my outlook on things is very broad to what I have experienced on the South End of Columbus. So I just say, living on the South Side has always been great to me, and because I've experienced a communal type of background and unity within my community. On the South Side is becoming very diverse because gentrification is occurring. So, the communal aspect where somewhat, I don't want to say it's lost, but I may not see it as often as I did when I was a youth. But still in that, not saying gentrification is wrong in anything, but it does create some type of diversity within the South End of Columbus. I've been working with the city for 20 years. I'm still a young man, started young. So, that kind of was the foundation of me bringing unity and community within this Barrack Rec Center, is that I can identify with some of these kids and where they come from. And actually, I know some of these kids' parents that done came up within the center. So it's generations that I have been involved with that kind of made this communal aspect that I have within myself, me express it within Barrack Rec Center.